All right, so let's talk about something real quick because one of the most important things you'll ever do as a speaker is you'll establish what I like to call know, like, and trust. All right, very simple, right? Know, like, and trust. And this is where you give the opportunity, you give the audience an opportunity to get to know you as a professional speaker or presenter, right? They have to know you before I can move on to the next step. They have to know who you are as a speaker. And then through knowing you, you give them the opportunity to begin to see you as someone that they can like and trust. Okay? You know, like, and trust. One of my mentors, a guy by the name of John Maxwell, he often says, all things being equal, people will readily follow, go along with, and do business with people that they know, like, and trust. Now, those may not be his exact words, but that's what I got out of it. That's Ernie's rendition of it. So now I guess you can say that Ernie says that people will readily follow, lead, and go along with you if they know you, they like you, and trust you. Think about it. Stranger comes up to you in the middle of busy downtown, any city in America, and you're right there at the crosswalk. You're at the intersection. Guy comes and grabs you by the arm and says, "Hey, we got to get across the street." Guess what? If you don't know that person, and it doesn't look like someone that you already like or trust, what are the odds that you're going to willingly cross the street with that person? It's probably not going to happen. You're probably going to be hesitant or resistant. But just think about it. If one of your best friends, your aunt, your uncle, your grandmother, your grandfather, someone that you already know, like, and trust, if they come up to you and say, "Hey, we've got to cross the street," odds are you're probably going to cross the street and ask why in the process. But you've already started crossing the street. Am I right? Yeah, that's the way it works. Know, like, and trust. You have to establish that know, like, and trust with your audience. Now, I'm going to talk about this a little bit more in one of my next upcoming videos, but here's what I want you to do today. If you haven't already done this, and you're preparing to speak either professionally or in any setting, I want you to go ahead and start out by creating 2 introductions. I want you to take a few minutes, take about 5 minutes. If you're really good, I want you to take 3 minutes, but get out a clock, get your phone out or something, and I want you to time yourself doing this. Put it at 5 minutes. And press go. And for the next 5 minutes, I want you to write a professional introduction of yourself. And I want you to write down all of the things that, things that you'd like for people to know about yourself. But, if you stood on stage and you shared these things about yourself, people may think that you're a little conceited or arrogant, or they may be taken wrongly. Give us all that good information that someone else should say about you. Right? Tell us about your college degrees, your accolades, your high school football championships, whatever you got to share. Your 20 years in federal military service or something like that. All of that good stuff that it's good to hear about, but to be honest with you, most people don't care about. And it's always better if someone else says that stuff. I want you to write it out. Write out something. 2 to 3 minutes. Go ahead and set your timer right now and write out something. And when you're done, here's what I want you to do next. When you're done, I want you to think about sharing your first presentation. The first few minutes of your presentation they're crucial to your success and your ability to establish know, like, and trust with the audience. Some people say that's establishing rapport with the audience. And if you want to establish rapport with the audience, I'm going to share with you what I like to call my forte. Forte. Each letter stands for something, and this is extremely. We used to do this when I worked with the U.S. the military special forces. In my past career, my past life, right in the special forces, we use this saying. Because, one of our jobs, it was to establish a quick connection and rapport with people from different cultures all around the world. And so we had this special saying, we call it Forte, Forte. Now, if you don't want to know what Forte means, hey, go ahead and write that written introduction, 75 to 250 words at max, write that out. And then join me on the next video. We'll talk a little bit more about Forte. All right, folks, I'll see you there.